2K Sports presents the NBA. Monday Night Basketball is coming right up. Our broadcast team tonight, on one side, Greg Anthony. On the other side, Steve Smith. And on the sideline, David Aldridge. I'm Kevin Harlan. For the Milwaukee Bucks, they come in off a good outing against the Cavaliers in Cleveland. And that result, guys, was a real shocker. It was just about as complete a dominant performance as we've seen them.
Just a terrific effort off the bench. Guys came in, they seemed fresh, and they all contributed.
Yeah, on the road, role players often have a harder time scoring. But on that night, it was just the opposite.
We are nearly ready for the tip-off, but first, let's hear from our very own David Aldridge. DA, it's all yours.
Well, guys, with the way he has exploded on the NBA, AI might become a part of All-Star Weekend. He's received a lot of early votes. Now, when I talked to him, he said he hasn't been watching, right? But he was very grateful for the support. I think if he keeps playing like this, his numbers are only going to go up, Kevin.
David, thank you for the update. AI, very popular among the voters early.
And there's no guarantee he'll land a spot on the roster, but you can't deny his popularity with the voters. That does go a long way.
Smitty, when you were playing, did you ever hope for the team to make a trade to address something, whatever it could be, on the floor or off the floor?
I think, Kevin, the good thing is I wasn't afraid to talk to management and also talking to coaching staffs on what we needed. Not per se who needed to be traded, but I think just the areas where we were missing. And a lot of times when you have that relationship and you're a captain of the team, which I was most of my organizations, where you had to voice what you think the team needed. A lot of times they didn't listen, Kevin, but at least had to voice my opinion.
It seems like a family, isn't it, Steve? And sometimes there's a fit and sometimes there isn't a fit.
Yeah, and it's tough when you get a chance to see some of those guys that are traded that really didn't want to be traded. That's the part of the business that you don't like.
Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Giannis is down low with Lopez. Boomer out there at Bledsoe. And it's Middleton in at the 3. Here's Roberts. It's Antetokounmpo on the wing. Here's Roberts. Poked away. Stolen by Jackson. And just about a minute into the first quarter.
And you could see he knew exactly where that long rebound was coming off, able to get there quickly and snatch it up. And you know what? Sometimes there's a reason why you're open, maybe not the shot you should be taking.
Now Robinson, after the missed 3 from Roberts. They double him with Middleton. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. And the Pistons with possession here. Lobbed up there for Drummond. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
So gifted. Drummond soars through the air, then explodes on the finish.
And that unleashed chaos replay presented by Under Armour. Hover Havoc, giving us a chance to relive that exciting play. Here's Antetokounmpo. Good, and Bledsoe gets the assist.
Heating up early on. This is exactly how he wanted to start the night.
Well, he has the ability to get you off on the right foot. Now it's just about sustaining it.
Now here's Jackson. He picked up 15 points in their last win against Boston. That one goes. Count it.
How about 3 or 4 from the floor to start? That's always a good sign.
For Milwaukee, they've gone 2 or 3 here to start out the game. The Bucks working the ball around. Griffin with the steal. It's Jackson with the drive. Bullock dishes to Jackson. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
You know, you're going to have success when you can start out shooting 80% from the game. So early offensively, they've been great. That's the way you like to start.
You know, he was the 24th pick in 2011. I think it's safe for us to say Jackson's outplayed that draft slot.
Bledsoe kicks to Roberts. Jackson against Bledsoe. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Lets it go. Shot by Roberts, no good. Pistons leading by 6. Here's Jackson in the hoop for his 3rd make from the field. He's 3 for 4 thus far in the contest.
There you go. Under intense defensive pressure, Reggie fearless in the painted area.
A nice shot by Roberts. And as we get closer and closer to the All-Star break, there's been a lot of speculation as to who might make the roster. Greg, does AI have a legitimate chance here?
Guys, the more I hear from players and media, the more I get the feeling that AI is going to be on a roster. With the way he's played and his name recognition, don't be surprised to see him on the All-Star team.
And so it's Milwaukee with it, following the miss by Griffin. And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. And there's the foul against Detroit. Milwaukee shooting their first shots of the night from the charity stripe.
And in terms of team numbers, the free throw percentage is right at 74.
That one misses. And here's Griffin. He'll bring it up for Detroit, leading by 5. Their last game, a win against Boston, looking to carry it into this one.
Well, that was a very physical game, and I think that plays into their hands. So a lot of their points came at the foul line.
They love mixing it up with the opponent and drawing contact, which is why they seized the momentum and edge in that game.
Steve, for the Pistons, improving chemistry on and off the court has been a big focus.
Yes, locker room leadership and pieces that fit together on the court. It's about building a team in every sense of the word.
And that was an easy one there, just a missed opportunity.
If you give it to him, he'll take that shot every time down the floor. I'm sure he's kicking himself.
Now, here's Bullock. He gives his team some nice contributions, averaging a bit over 10 points a game. Just 4 to shoot. Drummond finds Griffin. Pistons keep it alive. Knocked away. Oh, and here we go. Antetokounmpo. Nobody back. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
And that's such good work to make this a one-possession game. Terrific steal to get it all started.
Pass to Griffin. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo. Here's Roberts. He had 40 points in the win against the Cavaliers in Cleveland.
And some of the passes he threaded through the defense were just incredible. He made it look so easy.
The Bucks shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. That one drops. He ties it up. And they now lead as the free throw drops for him. The Pistons have gotten 5 of 10 shots to drop in this game so far, right at the 50% mark. Outside Jackson, over Bledsoe. Fresh 24 for the Pistons. Count the basket. Bullock's got his 2nd bucket of the game to go.
Love the extra possessions. Defense has them stopped, but can't control the boards.
Here's Roberts, and he dunks it down.
And no doubt, both teams competing at a high level, but the consistency has been lacking here. Another lead change.
I like to fight in these clubs. Neither side willing to give an inch. We'll see how it turns out.
Here's Robinson following the bucket by the Bucks. Drummond passes to Robinson. 6 to shoot. He kicks to Bullock. No good on the 3. On offense, here are the Bucks. They're on an 11-2 run. Middleton outside. Here's Roberts. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Johnson, he's checked in for Glenn Robinson III. For Milwaukee, they have shot 75% at the line tonight, going 3 for 4. Smitty, no doubt you had an outstanding jump shot. Talk about the difference in approach when you're a catch-and-shoot guy versus a pull-up off the dribble shooter.
Yeah, catch and shoot is obviously totally different mechanics, Kevin. You're waiting for somebody to pass it. You're obviously getting your mind set to be able to get yourself in position, get your feet right, and obviously shooting the basketball. Pulling up off the dribble, sometimes it tends to what the defense gives you. And that is an art to see guys like Steph and those guys, Kevin Durant and LeBron, who's added that, to being able to be comfortable shooting the basketball off the dribble. That is the hardest part about shooting it, pulling up off the dribble versus catch and shoot.
So as a great shooter, you think that is just, that's the very top, but your admiration is very high for guys that can do that well.
Yeah, because you don't have time to get your feet set and get your mechanics right when the ball is in the air versus having it in your hand.
For the Pistons, Pachulia. He's checked in for Andre Drummond. Lure comes in for Blake Griffin. And it's Ish Smith in for Reggie Bullock. Milwaukee also making some changes. Ilyasova, he's checked in for Lopez. Malcolm Brogdon comes in for Chris Middleton. And George Hills subbed in for Eric Bledsoe. Now, here is Smith. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. Johnson outside. Lure against Hill. Here's Johnson, who's back up, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now. Right side, Antetokounmpo. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Roberts finds Middleton. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
And Milwaukee, looking at who they've got, Middleton and Giannis are your small and power forwards. Bledsoe is out there with Boomer, and it's Lopez in at the 5. Home in the paint. Buries it from three-point range. Bullock's got a pair of triples in the second now for Detroit. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Boomer in the last game against the Cavaliers was phenomenal. He scored 40 points and seemed to be playing in slow motion with a huge number of assists. The numbers in that game make me anxious to see what he can do tonight. Kevin?
Great, David. Appreciate it. Well, he set the bar pretty high for himself with that performance.
He did. I mean, but we know he's going to try to raise that bar again tonight. No matter how good he is, he's always thinking he can do better.
It's going to be tough. I'm sure their entire defensive game plan is centered around how to stop him. They're going to be all over him. This is what it means to be a catalyst. His offense helps set the tone for a lot of what they do.
Smith surveying the D. Middleton against Robinson. Takes it from 10. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
And I'll tell you, the sooner this quarter can end, the happier he'll be. It's been tough making shots.
And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
And putting in the work on the boards, and it's paying off with chances like that.
And Gia, he does put in the work. You're right. It's why he's on the finishing end of one putback slam after another.
He just never gives up on any play, any shot. He's always battling in the paint. He's one of the best at that position.
Now here's Griffin. And the call will go against Boomer. That's foul number 2 for him.
And that's foul number 2. And maybe you don't sit him at this point, but you really have to be careful to not pick up another before half.
Bucks on defense. Passes it to Smith. 6 on the shot clock. Detroit needs to get off a shot here.
It's been a frustrating quarter for him shooting the basketball. He just has to make sure he's taking good shots.
Shots good by Middleton.
I can't understand in the midst of a game you leave an elite shooter this wide open.
Time called here. The Pistons decide to talk it over. They lost the last time. Let's look here at the race for Rookie of the Year. Halfway through the season, these are the top rookies so far. And you look at Boomer. Well, he's shown he's a force as we move along in the meat of the season, sitting pretty at that number 1 spot now, and it's his race to lose.
And this is just a special, special player. No question he should be favored for the Rookie of the Year award at this point.
Yeah, midway through the season, I say he's made the greatest total impact. A potential generational talent. We'll see if he can keep it going.
And hard to decide which was better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
Oh, there's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton. 13 points for Boomer.
And no doubt they've been the more efficient team in this first half.
Because they've been patient, they're finding good shots. That's why they've hit a much higher percentage from the floor.
Now here's Griffin. He's coming off a 19-point game against Boston. The drive by Smith buries it down low.
The defense slow to react that time. Smith makes them pay using his quickness.
Bucks leading by 12. Pass to Roberts. And Middleton kicks to Roberts. Shot from the wing. Here's Lopez, and the dunk by Lopez.
And just another example, Kevin, of how they built this lead, just outworking them.
Greg, that was definitely an effort play right there. You talk about that all the time, fighting to get proper position, then slamming home the putback.
Sheer hustle and will out there. He wanted the ball more, and he went up and got it with some style.
Bullock, and he's good on the three ball. Bullock's got 9 points now in the quarter.
You know, he had a hot start to this game. He's only gotten hotter. We'll see if the defense makes an adjustment.
Roberts passes to Antetokounmpo. Trying his luck deep. Bullock with the rebound. Bullock's got 4 rebounds in this game. Smith on the wing, guarded by Bledsoe. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. And up the court come the Bucks on the break. Antetokounmpo running. Shot by Roberts, no good.
He just never looks comfortable when he's that far away from the basket.
Drummond finds Smith. Back to Drummond, to the inside. And it's Bullock in the corner. Shot clock at 6. And the 3 off target. And so Antetokounmpo will bring it up for Milwaukee. They've led by as many as 14 points. Roberts passes to Lopez. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
Whatever drawbacks Lopez may have, scoring in the post isn't one of them. He is a nightmare for opposing defenses to deal with down low.
Griffin's shot is off. Bucks leading by 13. Antetokounmpo kicks to Roberts. Bledsoe, and a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. Bledsoe's got 5.
And just enough wiggle room to get off his shot.
You know, going up against size, you know you have to get separate.
But watch what I do.
Yeah, I think it comes out, I would say, the first in mind because he's never vocal as Kawhi Leonard. Obviously, his play, he leads by example. I think Anthony Davis is another guy that stands out for me. I even look at Kevin Durant. I don't see him as a vocal leader, but I think his game and the way he leads his teams by example is one of those guys that can be leaders, but they can be leaders without being extremely vocal.
And the point differential tells the story. Their two-way play has been outstanding.
You know, it's a matter of effort plus talent. You need both to dominate this way.
Now here's Drummond. He's coming off a 16-point game against Boston.
And how about the job he did rebounding as well, guys? I mean, just a dominant performance on the glass.
Milwaukee with the ball. Following the miss by Griffin. Roberts finds Lopez. Lopez with the steal. And another basket for Milwaukee.
It's amazing. He is on fire here in the second period after going scoreless in the first.
Jackson with the bounce pass. Robinson against Middleton. Outside Robinson. Poked loose. And it's Roberts, top of the key. Here's Antetokounmpo. And it falls over the rim and in. Antetokounmpo's got 6 in the quarter.
Mr. Dependable tonight, helping them grow this lead.
Outside Robinson. Nice ball movement by Detroit. And Drummond throws it down.
The power this young man generates at the rim. Drummond is explosive.
Bucks leading by 19 points. Bledsoe kicks to Roberts. Middleton on the wing. Here's Roberts. He's guarded by Bullock. There's the pass to Roberts. Just 5 to shoot. Shoots over Griffin. They get the rebound.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
And, well, Detroit shooting a pretty cool 37% from the floor in the second. Not what they're looking for. Here's Jackson. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. That's on Brook Lopez.
Reggie Jackson, a great season and a half spent in Detroit. Since that time, injuries have slowed him down.
That's good from Jackson. Giannis Antetokounmpo. He's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the Milwaukee Bucks. He put together quite a quarter, 13 points in all. And he looks to be planning for more. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much. You are having a terrific season so far. As we talk about All-Stars, your name is right in the mix. Now, is that something you're thinking about?
You know, it's funny, DA. My teammates keep telling me, you know, you're going to be an All-Star, but, you know, I don't want to hear it, honestly. I'm not thinking about that yet. I don't want to have any distractions. Yeah, I just want to keep doing what I've been doing, but, I mean, thank you for that.
Well, if you keep doing what you've been doing, you're going to get a lot more things just like that from your teammates. Bright future ahead, Kevin.
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow right here on 2K Sports. And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. You look at Antetokounmpo in this one. He's been everywhere.
Yeah, the effort and intensity from a defensive standpoint has just really been superb, really firing up his team.
His rim protection in the first half, that allows his teammates to extend out defensively because they know he's lurking in the background.
Jackson and Bullock are the 1 and the 2. The big men are Griffin and Drummond. And it's Robinson in at the 3 slot. That's the group for Detroit right now. Here's Roberts. To the middle, down to 5 on the shot clock. Good work there as it goes. Antetokounmpo's got the first points of the second half here for Milwaukee. Jackson kicks to Griffin. Here's Bullock. Here's Drummond. The putback, and Drummond is right there.
Making a dent in this deficit. He's been on point tonight.
Pass to Roberts. It's Antetokounmpo on the wing. Passes it to Roberts. Back to Antetokounmpo. Score the basket for his 10th make. 10 for 12. 83% accuracy.
Up by a bunch. He's still pushing the action, trying to impose his will.
With this big of a deficit in the score, you think the losing team would be playing harder. Nope, the opposite.
A nice shot by Griffin.
It's funny, at one point in his career, Griffin wouldn't have even attempted that shot. Much more confidence now.
High post Lopez. And a great assist by Bledsoe as that one goes in. Bledsoe's got 3 assists in the game. Pistons trail by 20. Jackson passes to Robinson. Back to Jackson. And it's Bullock in the corner. And another 3 for Detroit.
And that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
Bledsoe dishes to Roberts. Bledsoe kicks to Roberts. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Good on the bucket. Antetokounmpo's got 6 here in this quarter.
And each bucket at this point feels like a backbreaker.
Showing no mercy. Double-digit lead and still putting it on him.
Now here's Drummond. He's got 8. Outside Griffin. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo. Bucks leading by 19. Here's Bledsoe. Sweet little floater. Bledsoe's got 7.
Wow, 5 straight buckets coming out of half. They are rolling.
Time called here. The Pistons decide to talk it over. Well, Steve, a chance here to take a moment and compare the front court and back court scoring on the night for the Pistons.
Not a lot of difference between them. You know, it's about 50-50, but this game isn't 50-50 right now. They need a big run here just to get back into the mix.
Here's Jackson. 12 points for him. Kicks it to Griffin. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Blake Griffin, an all-star for his first 5 seasons in the NBA, but not the last 3. He's still an impact player, though. We'll see if he can crack the roster in the East.
Blake Griffin hits them both. Well, as we all know, Blake Griffin, Steve, possessing breathtaking athleticism, but injuries certainly have been a concern.
You're right. A lot of it, just bad luck. A teammate falls on your knee. That kind of thing happens. But his skill level is starting to complement his power. I think he'll be fine.
And a high percentage look there, and he takes full advantage. Bumps up the lead.
Yeah, the lead now is double digits. Some tricky matchups out there. Not a lot of solutions.
Inside, and it's Drummond with the jam.
Great look by Blake Griffin. When your foreman has that ability to pass the basketball, it's a major advantage.
And a tremendous Unleash Chaos replay coming to you courtesy of Under Armour Hover Havoc. Here's Roberts. He's got 13, and they pick up 2. Antetokounmpo's got 8 here in the quarter.
And I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
Jackson kicks to Griffin. Poke loose. Bullock passes to Drummond. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It goes on Eric Bledsoe.
Fouling Drummond when he gets the ball in close, understandable strategy, given his troubles at the line.
Andre Drummond in his mid-20s. He's led the league in rebounding 3 consecutive seasons. And Greg, last season was his best one yet.
Really, I think, established himself as the franchise player for the Pistons. They'll go as far as he can take them. At the same time, though, I think the acquisition of Blake Griffin will only help to mature his game.
Now, here's Lopez. He's got 12. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
And when he's gotten himself to the line this season, he's come through right around 74% of the time.
And the free throw, no good. We've had a full season now, Steve, of the jersey-sponsored insignias and patches. It has become a reality in the NBA. Any thoughts on that so far?
I guess, Kevin, because I'm old school, I don't like seeing it on the jerseys. I like the clean look. I would love to see it on their warm-up jerseys. You know, obviously their warm-up jackets and pants. I just don't like seeing it on the jersey. But I don't think I'm going to win this one, Kevin. I think they are here to stay. I think they might even add more sponsors on jerseys.
Yeah, the look they like is the look of money. Money, that's a good look.
That's the look
they get from those sponsorships, right. Here's Roberts, following the basket by Blake Griffin. A nice shot by Roberts.
Soft interior defense. You know he's going to be aggressive.
Pistons have gone 5 of 9 on field goal attempts since halftime. Smith kicks to Drummond. Back to Smith. The Pistons working the ball around now. And the wide open shot from Griffin. That one wide left.
And they could have used that trying to cut into this league. He's been off all night.
Pass to Roberts. To the paint. Count that one. Middleton's got 7.
Yeah, and in terms of accuracy, they are dominating the second half.
I like that they're trying to maximize the value of each possession, and you know their coach likes it.
Now here's Drummond. 12 points for him. Jackson has the open look. Shot's good. Griffin making the play. Griffin's got assist number 5 here tonight. High post Lopez working on Drummond. Here's Roberts, guarded by Jackson. Here's Lopez, and too long on the shot. Detroit's gotten going here in the second half from outside, nailing 3 of 4 from the arc. And then Griffin with the dunk.
That's what Griffin is known for best, his unreal vertical, which allows him to go over defenders.
Roberts finds Middleton, and it's sent back by Drummond. Smith the pass to Griffin. Over onto Kumbo. Griffin's shot is off.
Still no rhythm. This may be a time when you want to make the extra pass. Give someone else a chance.
Got that one up quick. 20 points for Boomer.
3 points.
The Pistons have gone 7 of 13 in the third quarter so far, just above 50%. Smith kicks to Griffin. Outside for Robinson. No good on the triple. Bucks leading by 23. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Jackson comes over with the double. Middleton, great pass to set up the lay-in. Middleton's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Yeah, going to the floater right there. That was pretty.
The pass to Griffin. Outside, Robinson. He kicks it to Drummond. Pass to Griffin. He on the clock. Drills the three-pointer. Griffin's got 12 points in just the second half.
He has flat out dominated this quarter, hitting shots at will, yet they still find themselves behind.
Timeout called, the Bucks. Detroit. Stanley Johnson comes in for Glenn Robinson III. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Akers checked in for Lopez. Ilyasova comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Brogdon, checked in for Chris Middleton. And it's Hill in for Eric Bledsoe. And the dunk by Maker.
And the pass there floated it up to the precise spot it needed to be.
And no messing around on the finish. He powers it through. And Greg, you look at a lot of the volume dunkers over the years. Their bodies often wear down. You think of Amari Stoudemire, Antonio McDyess, even Dwight Howard.
Yeah, I think Griffin could see the writing on the wall. He used to get over 200 dunks in the season. Now less than half that number. But the trade-off, hopefully, will be longevity and an increased skill set.
Here's Roberts following the score by Reggie Jackson. Down low, Pachulia with the steal. Jackson against Brogdon. Offensive rebound.
And you see why his reputation is so strong defensively. He allows no separation.
And so many defenses are not designed to take away the mid-range jumper, but he's given nothing away.
Here's Jackson. Again, the miss by Jackson.
You know he would like to have that one back. A clear look from the mid-range.
Here's Roberts, and the three ball is good. Roberts got 10 points now just in this quarter.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Ilyasova against Smith. Griffin down low. Out to Smith. Shot clock at 5. Shoots. Rebound by Roberts. Roberts got rebound number 5 here tonight. Hill has the open look. Off target from three-point range.
The defense fortunate there. He's a guy you hate to leave wide open.
It's stolen by Hill. Here's Roberts. Off target from three-point range. Detroit's gone 4 of 6 from three-point land since the start of the second half. Johnson finds Jackson. Pachulia with it. Now guarded by Maker. Here's Smith. Rebound, Milwaukee. 1:27 left in the third quarter of the game. Goes up from the top of the key. Shot by Roberts, no good. Pistons shooting 45% from the field since coming out of the locker room at halftime. And there's Jackson on the assist by Johnson. 19 points for Reggie Jackson.
He's been locked in all quarter, really finding his rhythm.
And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
Yeah, and those illegal screens have really become a point of emphasis for the officials.
Yeah, so many of these can go either way. Very difficult for this.
And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Creating plays for others, it's an art form, but it's also a discipline. Fantastic job.
Different look here for Detroit. Drummond's checked in for Reggie Bullock. Blake Griffin comes in for Stanley Johnson. And Glenn Robinson III is subbed in for Reggie Jackson. A big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Brooke Lopez is checked in for Ilyasova. Chris Middleton comes in for Pat Connaughton. Roberts is checked in for Malcolm Brogdon. And it's Eric Bledsoe in for George Hill. And Milwaukee looking at who they've got. Giannis is down low with Lopez. Boomer out there at Bledsoe. And it's Middleton in at the 3 spot. And so Antetokounmpo will bring it up for Milwaukee. Earlier in the game, they held a 25-point lead.
He has really come into this second half on an absolute tear. Really impressive effort from him so far.
The Pistons have gone 5 of 8 shooting as we've come down the home stretch in this final quarter. Griffin against Middleton. And the call will go against Boomer. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Smitty, every so often we'll hear about a team holding a players-only meeting. You've been there, I'm sure. You've gone through that. What exactly goes on in those discussions?
You know, Kevin, when you hear players-only meeting, something's going wrong with the team. Right. And obviously, we meet all the time, but when there's specific, in quotation, a players-only meeting, there's a lot of things that are going wrong with the team, with individuals, with the coaches or general managers. They are trying to find a way to hash it out, and those are never good.
Oh, easy put back. No one got a body on it.
And there's one thing you're trying to minimize. It's second chance opportunities. Poor defensive rebounding for them.
Here's Roberts. Antetokounmpo. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Just Mr. Reliable again here today, Kevin. I mean, they need his points, and he's producing.
The Pistons have gotten into a pretty good groove, going 6 of 10 here in the final quarter. On the wing, Jackson, covered by Roberts. Griffin finds Drummond. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. And the foul called on the Milwaukee Bucks.
Andre Drummond seeking out contact because he's okay at the free throw line now.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2.
And just a better job of getting to the line here in the second half. Didn't get there once in the first.
Here's Roberts. He's guarded by Bullock. Shot by Roberts, no good. There's Jackson with the 3. Unable to get that one. So Milwaukee will take it the other way. Here's Roberts. Steve, looking around the league, name a few current players who you think will go down as the greatest in their franchise's history.
Well, the one name that comes to mind first is LeBron James. In several franchises he's played for. Also, Dirk Nowitzki. Reason why he's a fantastic player. He's only been with one franchise, the Dallas Mavericks. I think Steph Curry. I think Russell Westbrook. And I think James Harden. Obviously, in Houston, you have Akeem Olajuwon. He has a chance if he can win the MVP and keep playing at this level for several more years.
Good examples. He feeds it to Antetokounmpo. Milwaukee, no good that time either. Pistons trailed by 19. To the middle, stolen by Middleton. And here comes the break. There's the lob. Antetokounmpo hammers the alley-oop through.
Yeah, and he runs the floor with a purpose that time. Excellent play.
You know what? And a late reaction by the transition D takes it himself uncontested.
Now, here's Bullock. Robinson down low. Guarded by Bledsoe. And Robinson wide open. He shoots. Rebound, Milwaukee. Lopez has got 6 rebounds in the game. Roberts looking for an opening. Back to Antetokounmpo. And the shot goes in. Antetokounmpo's got 6 here in this quarter.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Now a timeout called by Detroit.
Yeah, and the amount of points they've given up here in the paint, that's what they got to talk about.
You know, for the most part.
Now we get the chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Boomer.
Yeah, and his performance has been a jaw-dropper. He must have been feeling great coming into the building tonight, because once he hit the court, it was all working for him. He was in a zone.
Jackson against Bledsoe. Jackson kicks to Robinson. Drummond with it. Passes it to Griffin. 6 to shoot. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. And here's the fast break. Jumps up. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
And a late reaction by the defense makes that one a no contest.
You know, he got out before people could turn their heads, and he's already gone with no hesitation.
Now here's Jackson. Outside Griffin. To the paint. Lopez with the steal. Middleton outside. Robinson pulls it in.
The open mid-range jump shot. He knows he has to hit that one.
Outside Jackson. When we look, Steve, at big stats like double-doubles, triple-doubles, are we becoming too enamored with that versus how it might affect winning?
No, I think we're always going to have those double-doubles and triple-doubles. I just think right now when you look at it, so many more possessions in games. That's why we're having guys average a triple-double or having more double-doubles. But he also gives those guys credit. The game and those players, they're just better right now, and they're more equipped to be versatile. But I do think we still got to keep the emphasis on winning. When a guy can get a triple-double in wins versus in losses or double-doubles or any kind of stats, I think that should be a category of his own.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for Milwaukee.
When you shoot this well from three-point range, you're really hard to stop. The defense didn't rotate out fast enough to stop the hot shooter.
Exactly, Kevin. They were lethal from deep.
And in terms of the season record, this is going to be their 18th win overall.
And continued dominance against this team, winning both of their matchups this season.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
You know, as the game tonight evolved, he really put the team on his back. He was aggressive, effective, and the defense, they weren't able to adjust.
So it's Detroit now after the basket by Milwaukee. Robinson, that's good.
And you got to like that they are competing all the way through. Try and maybe build some momentum going into the next one.
Because the execution was not there tonight. That's something they can use this time to work on.
Milwaukee with the ball. Following the three by Detroit. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And the first one drops.
At the line for 2.
And he can't hit the second. Smith right side. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Taking what the defense offers up, Smith with good vision there finds the open man.
And they can just let the clock run out here.
Cannot argue with the W.
Here's Roberts. Three-pointer. Basket good.
And just staying aggressive, continuing to extend that lead.
They left nothing to chance. This is how you close out.
And so it's the Bucks taking care of business in this one. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. See you later.
Big win, fellas. Man, I was on fire.
Man, keep it up.